Let's do this, team. What is up? And welcome to Motosumo. It's your boy Ben. I'm going to be your instructor, your guide, your trainer, whatever you want me to call me, your co-rider. I might as well be that because I'm going to be doing this with you the whole time, team. This is going to be your 45-minute endurance game. So, what is endurance game? Endurance game is basically sort of working on that endurance, is working on your engine. So what we do is we sort of bring that intensity down, we give less breaks, and it's about those longer rounds. So basically working continuously for as long as possible in this class. It's not about spiking that heart rate, bringing it down, spiking it, bringing it down. It's about keeping it nice and consistent throughout this entire class. The way I sort of see this class is that for the first half an hour, it shouldn't be mad hard, it shouldn't be impossible. Then, because we do it continuously for so long, it starts to get more and more difficult as you start to get towards the end of the class. That's how this one works. Think long rounds, less break. Yes, Theo, what's up? If you're doing the on-demand class, team, I want you to get on one of our live classes. Look, this is an interactive app where me, Theo, Noodle are just sending emojis to each other because we can, because that's what you get to do in the live classes. So please jump on one of those live classes. Yes, Noodle, whenever you can. Because we get to have fun, I get to learn your name, and we get to meet each other. That's what we like. Now, let's get cracking on. We're going to start the way we always do here at Motosumo, and that is by bringing that resistance down to resistance 0. So bring it all the way down so you've got no resistance on there whatsoever. Start moving your legs. You'll notice that it's a bit too light. It's like really light, maybe too easy. So what we do is we add a little bit of resistance on. Just give me a touch of resistance so you find your resistance 1. It should basically sort of be like a flat road, as if you're riding outside. And that is where we all want to begin from. Now in this resistance, start moving your legs, and we're going to start to build up that cadence just a little bit. You only need to be in that green or that blue for me as I start to explain everything. But I'm going to put some bangers on, and we're going to have some fun with this, team. You ready? I know we are. We go for this with some music in 2, in 1. Let's begin. Yes, Theo. Boom, 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 boom. So, as I've said, this is your resistance 1. This is the lowest resistance we're going to be in the entire class until we get to that cool down. Your resistance 1, as I've already previously mentioned, is like your flat road, as if you're not going downhill or uphill, completely flat road. Every time we add resistance, it's like you're going up a steeper and steeper hill, so it gets a little bit harder, a little bit tougher to move those legs around until you get to that resistance 4. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are your resistances that we work our way through. Cadence is the other main sort of metric that we work with. And the higher that number is at the bottom of your screen, which is in RPM, revolutions per minute, is sort of how fast you're going. Higher that number is, the faster we go, the slower that number is, the lower that number is. And it's also sort of color coordinated as well. So you've got your different colors. You've got your lowest, which is sort of that gray, but we never get in gray. And then you've got blue, green, yellow, and then red at the top. Red is that fastest one. Blue's the lowest one we're gonna be hitting up. But let's keep those legs moving. Yes, Noodle. What we're gonna start with is we're gonna go straight into a 2-minute sort of lifted, sort of push pace. It's not gonna be a sprint. We're still getting warm. We don't need to go crazy at this beginning. We've got a lot of time with me. So, but let's not go crazy at the beginning. Let's get ready to hit that yellow zone. Yellow zone, I just want you somewhere in those 90s to start with. 2 minutes on the clock. Let me put the music up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, my Motosumo crew, my legends on that leaderboard, just taking it up into those 90s for now. A lot of this class is about consistency. Think consistency on your numbers, on your RPM, and also think sort of working on that engine, endurance basically. It's in the name of the class, endurance game. So let's keep it there. And also I want you to really lock into your technique, your sort of form, how you look on the bike. And the way we do that is bang, elbows tucked in, gentle bend in the zone, shoulders rolled back. I want you to sort of seek out the tension you've got in your body. You probably have it somewhere, everyone holds it somewhere. And I really want you to sort of find where it is and then just relax it. You should relax your whole body, you relax the tension. So say you keep those shoulders next to your ears when you ride, just relax that out, just loosen it out. Say you're crunched over and your core is crunched too much, just release that out. Your chest is gonna come up and your breathing is gonna be a lot easier. So just find that tension, just release it out. Really nice. Okay, give me another 30 seconds here as we move on to the next track. And you'll start, as you start to sort of release that tension and as we get a bit warmer, the pace that you're holding right now should feel easier. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these breaks, when we start getting into it, are not going to be proper breaks. They're going to sort of still keep moving, still keep those legs moving, still sort of hold a green zone. A lot of these breaks, if we call them breaks, are going to be in resistance 1, and we're just going to be pulling back in that pace. So it still means we're in that sort of green zone, we're still pushing on, it's just a bit less intense. Another 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, pick it up. So now I want you to get into those hundreds. We're gonna do 2 minutes in the hundreds. The warm-ups for a few things. Team, in any class, it is for A, warming up. Obviously, it's literally in the name. So we get the body warm, we get the muscles warm, we get blood pumping around the body, we get the joints starting to work, we get you into your form. It's also for you to sort of figure out where your resistances are. Because in some days your resistances might change a little bit, they might sort of change around. If you're feeling a bit tired, a bit sluggish, they might be a touch low. If you're feeling really good, really on it, they're probably a little bit higher. The final thing a warm-up is for is to set those intentions. What do you, I'm speaking to you, what do you want to gain from this class? What's your goal? How do you want to feel as you get off this bike? Only you can answer that. I'm not here to answer it. I'm here to ask it. Because you know what? Yeah, I'm teaching this class. I'm your instructor, but I've got my own goal. I've got my own goal for coaching it, and I've got my own goal for riding it, because I'm here with you. I'm riding it with you. So I've got my own goal. Set that goal. I'm really trying to have that goal with every single class you have. Have a reason, have a purpose. It can be simple. It can be easy, it can be nothing. As in really easy, just I want to have a little sweat. But that's a goal that you can complete. Nice, 10 seconds there. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Beautiful stuff. Remember, we don't fully come off. You keep those legs going and we just pull back on that pace. I reckon it's time we take it up. We take it up in resistance. We also take it up in time. 2.5 minutes coming on the clock. It's going to bring us into that next track, bring us into a next big one, but resistance 2, let's take it up. Find that jump from resistance 1 to 2. Should get a little bit stiff, but yo, we're climbing up a slightly steeper hill now. It's not a very steep hill, but it's a hill nonetheless. And we're going to go straight into 90 to 100, and I'm going to sort of play around with your numbers now. 2.5 minutes on the clock, straight into a slightly longer round. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 90 to 100 in that resistance 2. How are we feeling? Starting to feel a little bit warmer now. Theo Noodle, you doing good? Big start from both of you. Theo, maybe adding a little bit more resistance on there. This is your resistance 2 now, remember. 2 more resistance up, we're at our heaviest resistance. So there should be a noticeable difference between that 1 and 2. So we're in those 90s. 15 seconds. you're gonna take off 5 through on pace. So we're gonna ease off just a little bit. Taking off 5, in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull back a little bit. Pull back just a touch. It's not recovery, we're just slowing down a little bit. Because then in 20 seconds time, for a full minute, we're gonna add on 10. So we're gonna go into a big push pace. 10 seconds time, you're in a minute, you're gonna add on 10, somewhere between 95 and 105. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Theo, definitely want you to add a bit more resistance onto that. If you're in that red zone in resistance 2, you should be absolutely gunning it, and I don't want that yet. I don't want that. I'm not looking for that. Just add on some resistance there. Five, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to resistance 1. Keep those legs moving. We slow it down into a bit of a recovery, but not a full recovery. Somewhat in that green zone in resistance 1. Huge work there. Nice Theo, nice Noodle. Where are you lot in the world? Theo in France. Noodle in Denmark. Bonjour. And I don't speak Danish. Okay. So we're going straight into 3 minutes in resistance 3. So your resistance 3, remember, we take it up. Resistance 3 is starting to be a bit heavier. I'm going to play around with that resistance, somewhere between 80 and 90. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 80 and 90, resistance 3 for 3 minutes, and we're going to play around with that resistance once again. Team, remember, use those emojis. I want you using those emojis there for me. I hold on to this storm 'cause I need to be swept away. 80 to 90, resistance 3. Theo, my guy, you're gonna have to add on some resistance for me. I want it to be heavier than that. You should not be able to get in that red zone in resistance 3 like that. Get it heavy. Okay, a minute down, 2 minutes to go. Adding on 5, in 3, 2, 1, add on 5, little push. Taking off that extra 5, pulling it back a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, pull it back a little bit. The song's still going, we're still pushing on, 80 to 90. Yo, Motosumo crew, my riders, you're doing so well. One more minute here, and we're gonna play with that music. Legs feeling good, body's feeling good, mind's feeling good. 15 minutes in. We've got another push pace coming on within this resistance. Let's go! Four, three, two, one. Resistance, one. Green zone. So good. How are those legs feeling? Remember, we keep them going, we keep it ticking over. We do not stop. We are first third in the bag. We got 2/3 to go. And we're gonna hit up something a little bit heavier. Now, we're gonna do 4 minutes in resistance 4. All set down to start with. Before we start standing up, before we go into a nice big chunky long round, then we've got something to look forward to. We take 4 minutes in resistance 4 to build up that strength. Build up that strength, but build up that strength stamina. So it's sort of heavy endurance, strength endurance. So Theo, Noodle, Motosumo in general, take it up to your resistance 4 for me. Take it up, take it up. See how heavy you can go. 4 minutes, coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. About 70 to 80 now. Remember, this is basically as heavy as your bike can go. Nice, Noodle. You should feel a lot of weight under your legs right now. You should not be able to get into that yellow zone, let alone the red zone. Noodle, how does this feel for you? Feel good? Minute down, 2 minutes to go. You're gonna lift that pace up by 5. In 3, 2, 1, little lift. We're only here for about 30 seconds. 10 seconds, you gotta pull it back. In 3, in 2, in 1. Take that 5 off. So little change. And again, this is about consistency on those numbers. I want you getting those numbers bang on for me. Yes, Noodle. Halfway, add it on. Adding that 5 back on. So somewhere between about 75 and 85 right now. Taking the pace off in 3, 2, 1. So pull back in that pace just a little bit. 70 to 80, keep chipping over. Got a minute left. And that'll be your last sort of build round before we come into your big chunky round.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you. Pulse speeding, my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet
Add the pace on in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. We get to come back down to resistance 1, 7, 6, 5, and we're going to keep the pace on. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds here. Bit of speed. Resistance 1. I've added on a sneaky little bit extra. Resistance 1. Speed. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Gonna pull it back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Woo. So good. Oh, it gives you a nice little buzz there, doesn't it? Oh. We got a 10-minute round coming up. 10 minutes playing around with up and downs, speeds and not. Start building your way up to resistance 4. Standing up. 3, 2, 1, go! So nice and heavy in that resistance 4. So we've got 2 minutes standing up. First time climbing, somewhere between about 60 and 70. Theo, you at your seat? Remember, hips hovering just over that seat. Remembering hollowing out the core there. In that climb. 2 minutes here. Tucking that pelvis under, hovering over that seat. Really working on building up. Remember, we're gonna go between this heavy stuff and building up. Theo, my guy, I've not seen an emoji from you. I wanna know you're still there. Just anything, a little wave, so I know you're there. I'm gonna give you some. All you need to do is respond. Give me something, Theo. 12 seconds, we sit it down in resistance 1. Resistance 1 for 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Speed now. Yes, Theo. Tell you something, I'm on the bike now, I'm indoors. I'm in London right now. And I've been cycling around all day. And it's been raining. But you know what? I'd rather be cycling in the rain than sat on the tube. People, it's not that I don't mind the tube, I just love the freedom of cycling. The freedom of being outdoors, you know what I mean, Theo? I'm sure you do. There's a certain love that I have with being able to be on my bike. Minute down, minute to go. Love your speed, Theo. ...45 seconds, we take it up to resistance 2, and then we're gonna do 1 minute on a bunch of different ones, ending up with a nice little finish in that climb position. So we're gonna go up for resistance 2 for 1 minute, and then resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna shout out those numbers for you. 90 to 100 when we hit that resistance 2 in 15 seconds. Resistance 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 6 minutes left in this round. What is my guy saying? 90 to 100 is your new number.
Won't you come over? Let me get to know ya. Hey, nah. Delve into emotion. Leave us in this moment.
Resistance 1, back down. Add that speed on. In 3, 2, 1. Resistance 1. 5 minutes left, halfway through this round, over halfway through your entire class, obviously. Let me get to know ya. So the song's called. Hear my wonderful vocals over this absolute beast of a 5 minute round. So back on that resistance 1, quite simply, we're gonna go resistance 2, 3, 4. 4. Resistance 2, coming up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Delve into emotion. Leave us in this moment.
Resistance 2, so you're back in those 90s. Somewhere between 90 and 100. We're finishing up out of saddle. And I'm going to give you a long bit of active recovery. I keep doing this active recovery, very cheeky way for us trainers to pretend that you're recovering, when in reality you're not. But that is what it's like when we work on that endurance. Sick work, 10 seconds. Resistance 3. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Green zone, 80 to 90. Bang, keep that form. You got that 2 minute climb coming up to finish it off. We're into that final. Almost third. I love this song purely because that is good, the artist is good, but the artist is called Superintendent McCupcakes. Yes, you heard me right. Superintendent McCupcakes. If I was at a festival and Superintendent McCupcakes was playing, I'd go see them. That's very good marketing. Call yourself a ridiculous name. Everyone will listen to it. Standing up at your saddle in 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes left in this round. Here we go. Finding that beautiful position once again. Do-do-do-do-do. 2 minutes here, 60s right now, 60 to 70. Oh, my legs are starting to feel like that, I always say. As I said at the beginning, the first sort of half an hour, first 2/3 or so, all right, manageable. When you get into that final third, or that final quarter, oi boy, things are a little bit different. So we get to sit down in 40 seconds for some active recovery, hitting up that green zone in that resistance one. Tune. But also keep your form. If you want to dance, probably going to lose that form a little bit. It's going to make it a little bit harder for yourself. But if it gets you through these rounds, I ain't stopping you. 15 seconds. We down. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down, resistance 1. Bring it all the way down and get into that green zone for me. We are recovering. Breathe. How was that, guys? How's that, UFC legends? As promised, I'm giving you a nice, long, suitable break for this. 40 seconds till we got our next big thing. But you're recovering now, active recovering. So you're in the sort of 70s in that resistance 1. Just breathing it. We get ready to go into a race next. In about 20 seconds time, you're gonna hit up resistance 2, and you're gonna give me everything you got. It's not the end. It's gonna sort of see us into our last 10 minutes, but it's gonna give us a good marker. What does that mean? It's gonna give you a good marker for where you're at right now. Team, 4, 3, resistance 2, 2, 1, go! In resistance 2. Yes, Theo. Two minutes here, whatever speed you got. I'm gonna give you an actual rest after this. I've not really given you an actual rest yet, but you've got an actual rest coming up because we've essentially been working constantly for like 40 minutes. It's been huge. Another minute. Hold the pace to the very end. Hold your speed, your intensity, and remember, think of that. Think of the object, think of your focus, your goal of this class. Theo, if your goal was to just give me absolutely everything throughout from the very beginning to the very end, then you, sir, are about to absolutely nail that. 8 seconds, we call it off. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Purple zone. We ain't done yet. Keep those legs moving. Oh my crumbs, look at that number. Theo, that's one of the biggest scores I think I've ever seen. That's outrageous. You You got exactly 400 meters more than me. That's insane. But you're a legend. So here we are. So maybe now it's time for a little emoji. Send one over. Hey, you were emoji friendly. Emoji happy at the beginning of the class. What happened to you? Come on. I miss it. 10 seconds time, we stand it up at your saddle. We hit up a little climb. Get ready for your climb, team. 4 minutes on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 4. We are up. Four-minute climb. We've had a bit of everything today. We've been going all over the place, but it is endurance first and foremost. So therefore, we need to stick to it. So you're up out of your saddle right now, giving me sort of 60 to 70 on that pace. One minute done. 3 minutes to go. When you stop giving me everything, team, then we're gonna be done. As in, the next rest you have, the next official rest you have, you will be complete. You will be stretching. Let's go! Let's play that music. We got enough time out the saddle right now that we can really play with it, that you can really give me some beautiful little pushes. 10 seconds. We're halfway through this climb. Another 2 minutes. Pull it back in that pace if you need to. We got another drop coming. Another 2 minutes on the clock. Again, whilst standing up, whilst at your saddle, you're gonna give me another big one, another big push. Cooled off a little bit, because you know we got the next drop coming up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! All right, final minute out of your saddle. Now. All right, cool it off on that pace, keep climbing. Cool it off on that pace, keep climbing.
You only make you feel like you could never leave. Do the same, we can't go back. This is all we need.
30 seconds. You're into resistance 2 on the racetrack. You done it once, you know the number you set for yourself. 15 seconds. Sit it down, resistance 2. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Until something better came along.
You know the number you're trying to hit. Can you better it?
Fall in love and tear it down as soon as we wake up. Promise you the world tonight, show you what I've got. Your body speaks my language and you read it like a book. This night means forever and so it's me and you. We say we love.
Minute left. This is what I dig to, this is what we work for. We've been working constantly and solid and hard. Let's see if you can complete your mission, your goal, your aim for this class in the next 40 seconds.
Until something better came along.
20. 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Wow. Done. Ridiculous. Theo, how you doing? You good for me, my guy? That was a bit mad, eh? That was good. That was very good. Just breathe. Concentrate on your breathing. Should be in that resistance 0. Yo, Theo. Says you've done 100 classes. Or at least you've been into 100 classes. Exactly, 100. 100. That means you deserve that. Apart from celebrations, apart from all of that, take a big deep breath in for me. Hold it. And breathe it out. Let's do that again. In. Hold it. And out. Gently roll those shoulders back for me. Then we'll take it forward. Gonna stand it up for me. Push those heels down, push your hips back. Give me a little wiggle out into that. Spin them around, do that same thing on the other side. From there, you're going to stand it up. Arms go up. Little lean over. Little lean over to the other side. And from there, you're going to bring it all the way around into your center where you are done. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me, team. You guys are amazing. You make my job even easier because you like legends. Making sure you're always clicking pause and save, making sure you're fanning me, on social media as well. Peace and love, team. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya.